Okay, we are now in the dining room kitchen part. See, this is where we came from. This is the kitchen. It's all one shot. And
they don't build houses like this
no,
anymore.
they don't.
Really nice big kitchens. Remember we said most places will have a one butt kitchen. You can only fit one butt.
Yeah, not this one.
Too bad Carl's not here to make his comment.
To make his one butt crack.
Well, no, he said so. You can only fit one butt into most kitchens, and then
oh yeah,
Carl says, yeah, especially man does.
You got all offended. And he goes, oh no.
Talking about my butt?
I meant your kitchen.
Yeah, he's talking about my tiny kitchen. I think.
Well, for a while when we moved in, we actually we had a table in the center here, dividing the two rooms, but that was a den area in there. And we'd come home, we were latchkey kids, we'd come home and sit and watch TV and scrounge for food to eat. And
oh gosh, you're making us sound like orphans.
I know. Well, when I say scrounge, it's because sometimes we didn't have sweets. They didn't spoil us. We didn't have sweets and soda.
Oreos,
look, now that we don't
Twinkies
live here anymore, like there's the Coke cans, but we didn't have stuff like that. That was for a treat. And then our dad discovered this stuff called Melorine, which was like poor man's ice cream. So great. I'm sure we have eaten so much trans fat.
It's a petroleum byproduct.
I don't know what it was.
It didn't melt. You could leave it out in the sun and it wouldn't melt. It would just
chocolate
retain its solid properties.
And you could taste the chocolate powder as you ate the chocolate Melorine. It was disgusting.
It had that right on the box. It used to say, "Warning: keep out of reach of children."
That was our snack. And typically there would be something here. I had a dog for many, many years. I got him in college and had him for 16 years. And when I found him, he was a stray and he had hookworms. So he had, not hookworms, heartworms. So he had, that was Pappy's warning. He walked barefoot down at the creek. No, he had heartworms. And so I decided I was going to keep him. So I had to treat him. And so they basically shoot poison through their system to treat them and kill the heartworms, so you can't let them run around. So we had to keep him indoors. He was a big dog.
Poor baby.
So it was around the holidays, he was still recovering, and we had a full house. I think it was around Thanksgiving. And here's Cutter staying inside with the rest of us, and Pappy, my dad, was sleeping in a couch which was around that wall there. And Cutter got up and went over here to get some water I had set out for him. And he wouldn't just go lap, lap, lap and be done. It was like a 5-minute long affair. So here's my dad trying to sleep and hear this lap, 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 lap. After about a minute he'd say, "Damn it, Cutter!" And there'd be a pause, like, did I hear something? And then lap, 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 lap. Pappy was kind of red-eyed and irritable the next morning.
I can imagine Cutter just like stopping what he's doing, looking around.
And our family dinners, and we used to have that wasn't there, they added that, but we used to have a stereo set up there. And that would sometimes work. It had an 8-track player, remember?
Oh yeah.
And
American Pie. Remember? We had and the best of the Eagles. Yeah, I remember.
And one day, by American Pie you mean the Don McLean, or
yes.
Right, you don't mean the movie, right? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep it PG.
We're old. So but remember when we would sit here and eat and all of a sudden Jason would crack up laughing after half a dinner has passed, and he'd go over to the table that was there and click off the tape recorder, he would have tape recorded our dinner, and you know, here I was, Miss Blabbermouth, talking about the boys I had crushes on and stuff.
He's with the FBI now, by the way.
You know, he could be.
Oh, the fireplace. Go back to the fireplace because when we had Miss Kitty, our spoiled calico, one of her favorite things on a cold night, Daddy would make a fire in the fireplace, and she would curl up, and just loved that.
Stereotypical of her.
She was so spoiled rotten.
Oh my gosh.
We loved her though. It was our fault she got to be that way.
Pappy, who supposedly doesn't like cats, would go up, had a little routine with her and say,
I'm trying to get Mammy to make a guest appearance.
oh, yeah. We'll see if we can get guest appearances.